Usually by this time, I am already asleep to go to school or to go to work or to go to Herbalife in the morning or something, but it's already been over a year or over 6 months since I stay at home and I don't have any plans of anything. I just usually go to the daycare, adult daycare, but when I don't, I stay home and I have a refrigerator, a stove, a microwave, a table to eat on, but I haven't bought in my own cups, plates, or anything. And I don't go once a week to buy a lot of groceries. I go every other day of the week to buy something at the store to eat, like chips and a bag of cereals, milk, but I don't buy a whole list of groceries. And another thing is that I notice that I sleep, but I don't have a schedule. Like I don't sleep at the same time every day or wake up at the same time every day. I always have a different thing to do throughout the day. I don't have a transportation or ride, but my mom does have a car. But she already told me no about working, that she's not going to take me to work, that she's not going to help me with any of that, that because she doesn't have time and that she doesn't feel like helping me out with that. And so she told me no about helping for the work position that they were offering at Whataburger. I used to work at Whataburger, the fast food restaurant. I used to work at Stars, the drive-in restaurant, the car hop. I used to work at Great China Buffet, the the restaurant of Chinese food. I used to work at Taco Bell, Long John Silver's Taco Bell restaurant, fast food. I used to work at Best Western Hotels, cleaning, maintenance. I used to work at R RA's Bar and Grill. It's a bar where you go and you serve the clients the drinks and you clean the tables and you take out the trashes, both in the club or and in the bathroom. And also, I think I used to also work uh, at a gentleman's club. I forgot what it was called, but I didn't even last the whole 24 hour or 12 hours. I think I just went for like 4 or 6 hours, but I didn't dance much. I didn't do much. I just danced for like about, I would say, 5 or 10 or 20 minutes, no more than that. And that was it. I didn't like it because I felt very uncomfortable doing that, but I did give it a try, and that's it. But I think I also worked at Joe's Crab Shack, the one over there in Galveston, but I didn't last a long time because it was too much work, too much rules, and too many tables to serve. And I didn't remember how the list went, so I was kind of confused. I quit the job, but I did get paid though there at Joe's Crab Shack. And I also work at El Pato. I worked at El Pato, and I also got paid at El Pato. I didn't last a week or half a week. As a matter of fact, I think I just worked for a few hours and that was it. And I got paid and I quit my job because, like I said, I don't have a driver's license or a Texas ID or a passport or a birth certificate. I know I have a birth certificate, but I don't have a social security card or a passport or driver's license or Texas ID. And but I do have a birth certificate. And so to get my Medicaid card and my Medicare card, I have to have proof of identification, and I have to have a passport to go out of the state. to travel. I have a friend that lives over there in Tennessee, and I have been wanting to go visit Tennessee, but I don't want to go see her because I'm embarrassed of what she might think. But I wanted to go and see if I could find a new home over there or something for some time only, like for about 2 3 years, and then come back because I think I need some time away from my mom, like where she finds a new schedule, a new plan, and she follows her plan and I follow mine. And also because I like how the state of Tennessee is. It's very different than other states, and it looks very spacious, very quiet, very friendly, and very outgoing. I mean, I wouldn't mind being around a place like that. But the thing is that I don't have any brothers or sisters, and my parents don't live together, and I don't have a husband or a wife or any children, and I've been by myself for a long time. So that's really what has me here, thinking of how I'm gonna do to go to school or to go to work, or how am I gonna move out, or how am I gonna find a new apartment or a new home. And my mom said, I can't move you out right now because I'm busy and I have some things to do, but I will move you out by June. But because I asked her, and she said, yes, just give me time. Because I keep reminding her every day that I want to leave this apartment and move back to my dad's city where he lives at. And I have one of my ex-boyfriends, he also lives in the city of Alamo. So I would feel much more comfortable over there because I would feel like if there's people that I know around the area. I don't know anybody in San Juan because I didn't go to school in San Juan, and I've already lived in San Juan for about I think for like about 7 or 8 years, I think, or more. And I haven't made any new friends. Like, I don't have any names on my contact list because every time I try to be friends with a person, they don't want to be friends, or they don't feel comfortable, or they don't want to share their private information. They don't want to be friends. So I'm not gonna waste my time anymore. Another 5 10 years trying to fix something that I know is not gonna work. I used to live in Far, and believe me, being friends with people wasn't hard. It was something very different, something very fun, very friendly. I used to have a friend named Clarissa, and I had I had her brother as a friend, but I was friends with her. Like, she was my friend. That's why I accepted her brother. And I had another friend named Joanna there in Far, and I had another friend named Michael, but he lived in another neighborhood, a neighborhood that we were not from. And then I had another friend named Joey, but he lived in another side of the city of Far. And I also had a friend named Albert. He also lived in Far. Like I said, I only went to school in Far, and I only went to school in Alamo and Far. So those are the only places where I have friends. But we don't talk because everybody went off to college, or they went to a different state or a different city. And I don't have a relationship. I haven't had a relationship since over 5 years, I would say. And I haven't made any new friends. I haven't met any new people or anything. And if I do, like, they don't want to talk. Like, they're always busy all the time. So it's like, why would I want to stay more time if I know it's not gonna be, like, it's not gonna bring anything good to me. And then also, when I was like in Alamo, I also had dated some people in Alamo. I had like boyfriends, and I had friends, and I also had people that didn't like me and that did like me, but that didn't stop me from being happy with other people, like finding new friends, new relationships and stuff. So Right now, I know that I don't have any friends here in the city of San Juan because believe me, I've already lived here for like about 8 years and I don't have any phone numbers, no visitors, no invitations, nothing. Like they always have to be either neighbors or people that my mom knows from the family or people that my mom has met throughout her life. But that's it. And so the ones in Alamo and the ones in FAR that went to school with me, I still remember them, but I don't know where they live. Like, I think it was like a year or 5 years ago. I don't know when it was. I think it was before we moved in to this neighborhood. I had a friend named Marcos Vallejos from over there from Alamo. And we were chatting, we were talking on the messenger on Facebook. And he tells me, oh, I was like, hey, where do you live? And he messaged me his information. But because I was thinking about other stuff, I didn't think of when I was going to go to his house or anything. I was embarrassed, like I was shy. So I didn't even know where the house was at, what the house looked like. I don't remember anything. I just remember that he gave me the info and that I wrote it down like on a notepad, but in the on the telephone. You know how the telephone has like a voice recorder, a video recorder, messenger, text messages, email address. You know how it has a notepad and everything? Okay, well, that's where I put the information, but I don't remember where. And I cannot find it. Like, I already changed my phone since that one time that he gave me his mailing address. I've changed my phone, like, I'm not gonna lie, like a good 5 to 10 times at least since that time. And so no, I haven't seen him, I haven't talked to him, I haven't gone to his house or anything. But I have friends in FAR and I have friends in Alamo because of school, por la escuela, por eso. Pero ahorita estamos aquí en San Juan y yo no fui a la escuela aquí y no tengo ni siquiera un amigo ni nada. So, para mí eso es algo muy importante, like, tener a alguien que conocemos o alguien que quiera realmente la amistad o que realmente quiera estar ahí. So, hablé con mi mamá y le dije, mira, ¿sabes qué, mamá? Yo ya no quiero estar aquí. Le dije, yo te voy a dar tiempo para que tú me ayudes a moverme de aquí. Le dije, ahora no quiero que te vayas a tardar otro año más ya o mucho tiempo porque yo no quiero quedarme mucho tiempo. Quiero que para junio o diciembre me muevas porque yo y tú quedamos en eso. Le dije, ahora, yo no sabía que tú habías agarrado un dinero que me habían mandado ellos, pero la otra pide permiso. Y como que se sintió, pero pues no se debe de sentir porque ese dinero es mío. ¿Me entiendes? Ahora, el carro le beneficia a ella, a mí no, porque yo no tengo licencia, no estoy agarrando crédito ni nada. Ahora, eso es muy su problema, ¿verdad? Muy su decisión. That's her decision, that's what she chose, that's her thing, you know. But she shouldn't get offended or mad or start crying or anything like that just because I tell her no about the money. That tells me that she's not thinking about me and that she's just thinking about herself. Now, I need the money because I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to waste another 5-10 years trying to be friends with a person when I know it's not going to work. So I want to move back to Alamo with my dad because my dad lives over there. That way on the weekends, I could go to my dad's house very early in the morning and go see him and then come back to my apartment. Or I could just call him and tell him where I live and he could come over, my dad. But pues I've already been here in this apartment for like 8 years. This one and the other one are both from San Juan, both apartments. This neighborhood and the other neighborhood where I was at, both of them are from San Juan. The other street where I was at is called El Dora Road, and this one is Miguel Hidalgo. Both of them are from here, from San Juan. The PO box is 78589. And no, like, my dad hasn't came to visit. He hasn't called. He hasn't sent any gifts for Christmas or any messages. Nada. So I'm kind of disappointed because of that, because he hasn't messaged or anything like that. And I've already been here in this apartment for like 4 or 3 years, and the other one over there I was there for like 2 years or more, like 4 years. También I don't remember. So time's passing by very fast. My mom is making lots of changes in her life, and my dad hasn't tried being there ever since high school. He hasn't called, he hasn't messaged, he hasn't came to visit. I think the last visit that my dad made was over there in the other apartments in San Juan when I was in Eldora Road. But he hasn't called, he hasn't messaged, he hasn't said anything ever since. And that worries me, because that worries me. So I want to know why he hasn't messaged or called or made a visit.